My effort today is to reassert the voice of reason and resume the debate on some real issues that are vital to the people of Karnataka. I believe that at every election, people first ask themselves the question, is life good today? And then they ask the next question, if the present arrangement continues, will life be better tomorrow for me and my children? The honest answers to the two questions in Karnataka are a resounding no. The present government was not voted into office by the people of Karnataka. It came into office by deceit, horse trading, and money power. Ever since that day, its sole aim has been to make money and more money for the party and its leaders. That is why it has earned the reputation of a 40% government. Recent scams in Karnataka have unfortunately attracted the attention of the whole country. The land grant scam of 2021, allegedly involving 350 crore rupees, the TDR scam allegedly running into thousands of crores of rupees, the land conversion scam allegedly causing a loss of 250 crore rupees, and the scam of issuing illegal kattas allegedly causing a loss of 200 crore rupees to the BBMP. If the BJP continues in office after the election, it will be emboldened to continue its activities unhindered and bring great shame to the fair name of Karnataka. I have looked at various sectors. I have given my thoughts on the various sectors in Karnataka. Education, for example, I pointed out in public schools, 75,000 classrooms are dilapidated. 328 schools are without toilets for children. 1,001 schools are without toilets for girls. The BJP promised free laptops for students, an agri-science university at Harihara and Beltangadi, 2 fisheries universities, a multi-skill university, an aeronautical university at Belgavi, Raitu Bandhu agro-processing technical training institutes at Kolar, Belgavi, Vijaypura, Chitradurga and Haveri. What happened to those promises? In healthcare, the response of the BJP government to the COVID-19 pandemic was a tragic tale of utter mismanagement and ineptitude. On agriculture, the so-called double-engine government promised to double the income of farmers, but farmers have only become poorer and more in debt. As per National Crime Reports Bureau data of 2021, 20% of all farmer suicides in the country take place in Karnataka. 20% of all farmer suicides take place in Karnataka. The Upper Krishna project's 3rd phase has been delayed, affecting lakhs of farmers. Sugarcane farmers' dues have not been paid for 4 to 5 years. What happened to the Raitu Bandhu Avarta Nidhi for price support? They promised a Raitu Bandhu service with 5 officers in each taluka. What happened to that? They promised a food park in Mandya district, Sanjeevi organic store in each district, and cattle feed factories in every district. What happened to them? In employment, they promised the Visveshwaraya Udyoga scheme for youth. What happened to it? Sindhu Lakshmana training centers will be set up and army veterans will train youth for recruitment to the Central Armed Police Forces. What happened to that scheme? Auto drivers are still waiting for the promised 50% subsidy to buy electric autos and accident insurance cover up to 3 lakhs. Economy, the state's economy is in a very poor condition. The state's debt today is 5,19,000 crore. Since 2020, 1,258 companies have shut down, resulting in a loss of 83,190 jobs. 13 public sector undertakings are non-functional. 37 public sector undertakings have accumulated loss of over 6,000 crore. Infrastructure, less said the better. When severe floods hit Bengaluru in September 2022, the whole of India witnessed the utter incompetence and ineptitude of the state government. The industry has estimated the loss as 225 crore. Many companies are looking for locations in neighboring states to move their operations to the neighboring states. On the social scene, it is evident that Karnataka is the chosen laboratory for conducting the RSS-inspired social engineering experiment to divide society on religious lines. I am appalled by the months and years that were wasted in kicking up useless controversies over hijab, halal, love jihad, anti-conversion bill. On the other hand, many BJP promises remain unfulfilled. For example, where are the 5 promised Valmiki Bhavans in 5 districts? Where is the Sri Narayana Welfare Board for Idiga and Bilava communities? Where is the Dr. Ambedkar Entrepreneurship Scheme? Where is the 400 crore scheme for upgrading old age homes? I am told that 90% of the Nirbhaya fund and 50% of fund allotted under the Scheduled Caste Special Plan and Tribal Special Plan have not been spent. And finally, I come to the political discourse. In the last few weeks, the BJP has stridently canvassed the theory of a double-engine government. We have seen wherever the so-called double-engine government is present, it has been a double disaster. For example, the double-engine government has delivered an all-India unemployment rate of 7.8% as of March 2023. The unemployment rate today is 7.8%. The labor force participation is declining every month, and today it has declined to 39.8%. The Constitution of India laid down the blueprint for a federal system of governance, which is secular and inclusive. Under the BJP, state governments have been reduced to municipalities or worse. I was shocked to hear the Home Minister tell the people of Karnataka, hand over the state to Mr. Modi. I have great respect for the Prime Minister. But do you want the Honorable Mr. Narendra Modi to rule every state, every municipality, every panchayat? Is he going to rule every state, every panchayat and every municipality? I'm afraid we are moving towards an autocracy where one person will prevail on all matters, big and small, whether it is consistent with Karnataka's culture, the Kannada language, your rich Kannada traditions, your brotherhood and your tolerance among all communities, and the Kannada way of life. One person cannot determine or rule over Kannada. Like every state, Karnataka and its language and culture are unique, and I'm confident you will not cede power to one person. I was even more shocked when the Home Minister said, if the Congress is voted to power, there will be riots in Karnataka. He said that, and I read it in the newspapers. And another leading member of the BJP said, we do not want the votes of Muslims. These statements reveal the divisive and sinister agenda of the BJP. They go against the nature of the Kannadigas and your long history of brotherhood and tolerance. Don't let the BJP divide the Kannada people and damage the future of Karnataka. In terms of socio-economic development and human development indicators, I'm sorry to point out, Karnataka is not among the top states of India. It is not among the top 5 ranks in any human development indicator. On many indicators, Karnataka has a middle rank. Its rank is around 15 out of 30 states. In per capita income, Karnataka is 14 out of 27. In some indicators, Karnataka ranks among the bottom 20%, that is between 24 and 30. In educational indicators, its rank is about 20 out of 30. On environment-related matters, its rank is between 19 and 25 out of 30. Karnataka certainly deserves a better future. The BJP has failed to deliver on its promises and has dragged the state down under its rule. I appeal to the voters of Karnataka to vote for a change. That is in your power. No force on earth, no individual, no party, no money power can stop you voting for a change. I appeal to the voters to vote for the Congress party. Thank you.
So BJP now calling your manifesto a Muslim appeasement manifesto in Karnataka. Through the announcement of ban on organizations like Bajrang Dal, they are trying to preach one community which is minority. This is what Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma says now.
Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma must maintain peace in Assam. And he should not divide the people of Assam. First, I would request him, I've known him for many, many years when he was a minister in Assam under the Congress government under Tarun Gogoi. I first request him to read the manifesto, number one. Number two, the manifesto names 2 organizations which are extremist. They preach an extremist ideology. One is the PFI and one Bajrang Dal. So we have named 2 organizations. And we have not said we'll ban any organization. We said, and let him read it again, we will take decisive action under law. Under law. He should underline that. And the law will decide whether the organization should be banned or not. No individual can decide. If Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma had power, he may even ban the Congress party in Assam. Nobody can ban an organization. The law will take its course.
Sir, you are expert in education as well. What do you...
I'm not an expert. You take that back and ask a question.
What do you say about the Karnataka state new education policy which you are proposing instead of NEP?
The new education policy is a complete disaster. That is the reason for the rampant privatization of education. There are over 10 lakh children, according to a report in the Hindu. There must be a Hindu correspondent here. Over 10 lakh children in Karnataka who are out of school. They are not in school. Why? Because of the privatization of education. Today, a middle class family cannot afford to pay the fees of private schools and private colleges. The new education policy is the single biggest reason why there is rampant privatization of education all over India. That is one reason, good enough reason to oppose the new education policy. There are many other things. The new education policy also imposes Hindi. Please read the new education policy. Yes. The 5 guarantees. Yes. Okay. Firstly, you must recall that the 5 guarantees are a mixture of improving the present scheme and new schemes. For example, there is already in Karnataka certain units of free electricity. There is already in Karnataka certain kilograms of free food. So when you say we will give 200 units of free electricity and 10 kilograms of food, you are improving upon the existing scheme. And the other 3 are new schemes. Graha Lakshmi, Yuva Nidhi and Shakti free transport for women are new schemes. I have looked at the numbers. I'm not necessarily fully acquainted with the Karnataka budget. I know the size of the Karnataka budget. It's a little over 3,25,000 crore a year. And in 3,25,000 crore, if you look at the incremental cost of these 5 guarantees, underline incremental cost of these 5 guarantees, it'll be about 30 to 35,000 crore. Now, in my humble view, 10% of the budget being devoted to essential welfare schemes is absolutely necessary. These are welfare measures. It's the Prime Minister alone who makes a distinction between remedy and welfare measure. Shortly put, if the BJP announces something, it is a welfare measure. If the Congress announces something, it becomes a remedy, is it? These are welfare measures. These are necessary welfare measures. And there are welfare measures with what economists will call externalities. For example, when you allow women to travel free in public transport, it is not a woman traveling free. It has tremendous externalities. First of all, her mobility improves, her communication improves, her ability to work at a place 10 kilometers away from her home improves. So there are externalities. Each one of these measures has externalities, and that is why I say these are well thought out welfare measures, and the budget of Karnataka can accommodate it. Besides, the budget will not remain 3,25,000 crore every year. The size of the budget will increase every year. It will increase at least by about 15% every year. So by the time 5 years is over, this 3,25,000 crore will become close to 6 lakh crore. Therefore, it's perfectly doable, and I'm confident that the Congress government will implement these promises.
Sir, you mentioned that you would try and increase the reservation from 50% to 75%. There's already been a huge uproar about this in Kannada, the Muslim reservation, the Ligat reservation. How do you really propose to go ahead with these?
No, they have said so. We will try to find a legal way. The matter is pending in the Supreme Court. Whether the 50% limit is sacrosanct is pending in the Supreme Court. For example, Tamil Nadu has 69% reservation. Many states in the Northeast have virtually 100% reservation. And a Supreme Court bench which ruled on EWS reservation breached the 50% and said this 50% is not an inflexible limit. Therefore, when the manifesto says we will find a legal way, legal measures to increase the reservation, I suppose they mean that they will take up this legal battle to the Supreme Court and try to win the battle. The battle is already there.
Sir, what is your opinion about Modi, Narendra Modi allegation against UPA government? 80%
See, India became independent only when Mr. Narendra Modi became Prime Minister in May 2014. The entire history of India before that is a black history. He says everything happened after the BJP came to power and after he came to power. So let's not attach much importance to the Honorable Mr. Narendra Modi's characterization of the UPA government as a corrupt government. Let's leave it there. Let's focus on what the Karnataka Contractors Association in a letter said. We didn't say that. The Karnataka Contractors Association in a letter said that the Karnataka government collects 40% commission for every project, which is why we are calling this government 40% commission government. And Mr. Narendra Modi should answer that. The Karnataka election is in Karnataka.
Sir, if you have seen the manifesto of BJP, have you compared Congress manifesto with that, sir?
Well, clearly the BJP manifesto is a costlier print. I agree. It's a glossier printing and costlier paper. See, the BJP manifesto is, according to me, overshadowed by two issues: Uniform Civil Code and NRC. I want to humbly caution the people of Karnataka. This is the pernicious agenda that is creeping into the south of India. It is there in the north of India. We will fight it there. It started in Assam. NRC and UCC are creeping into South India and they are looking for a gateway in Karnataka. I am not worried about anything else in the manifesto. All that is irrelevant in the BJP manifesto. I am concerned deeply about the promise of UCC and NRC. This will divide Karnataka. This will polarize Karnataka. This will create social conflict. And they will try to enter other states. For example, in my state, we will fiercely resist these pernicious ideas entering Tamil Nadu. But my humble appeal to the people of Karnataka is fiercely resist and stop the entry of these sinister, pernicious agenda into Karnataka.
There has been a movie that's going to release, the Kerala story, which claims that around 32,000 women in Kerala converted to Islam from Rajasthan and was recruited by the ISIS. Now, the Congress in Kerala has called for a ban on the film. What do you have to say?
Is this story true?
That's what.
Is the story... No, the story that the Congress is opposing is true. But is the story of that film true? It's a fake story, isn't it? I went to Karnataka, I went to Kerala last week, and nobody told me about thousands of women being converted to Islam. It's a fake story. So the Congress party and the CPM are both right in criticizing this film and asking for legal action against the film. I don't know the details, but if it's a fake story, you can't propagate a fake story in the form of fiction or documentary.
So, sticking with the previous question of UCC and NRC as well, yesterday the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswas has said that UCC couldn't be implemented in Assam because of extremist forces. And he also says that Muslim women will always remain second class, women citizens if UCC is not implemented here.
Please understand, UCC is the polarizing idea. The matter was referred to a law commission. The law commission said it's not possible to draft a uniform civil code because each religion has its own personal laws. Why do you think the founding fathers of India put uniform civil code in the directive principles of state policy? Because it's a difficult exercise. And in the name of UCC, you are introducing a divisive agenda. If the people want a UCC, there will be a clamor for UCC. No government should try to impose UCC upon people. That's the point. We recognize that UCC is there in the directive principles of state policy. But the UCC that you are proposing, namely a government drafted, government directed UCC, is an imposition on the people. But the people must be ready, people must clamor, people must ask. So I think this is not the right time for a government-sponsored UCC. Let there be a mass movement. Let the people awaken if they want a UCC. If they are happy with their personal laws, they are happy with their personal laws. The Sikhs have their personal laws, the Muslims have their personal laws, the Christians have their personal laws, the Parsis have their personal laws, the Hindus have their personal laws. Now, if they are happy with their personal laws, and if the personal laws must be reformed, they will reform it. But why is the government pushing a UCC? That's the point I'm making.
I asked about the protests in Assam and other parts of the country when it was tried to be implemented earlier.
What happened in Assam when they tried to introduce NRC and they tried to introduce UCC? What happened in Assam? Assam was divided, polarized. Do you want that to happen in the rest of India?
So he says that protesters can't blackmail something which is in the interest of Muslim women. Talking about the
Who will decide whether it's in the interest of Muslim women? The Muslim women must decide whether it's in the interest of Muslim women. I can't decide. You can't decide. The Muslim women must decide whether it's in the interest of Muslim women.
Sir, GDP increase or decrease?
I beg your pardon? GDP?
Increase or decrease?
If you do nothing, GDP will increase. The point is at what rate it increases. See, if I want to go from Bengaluru to Mysuru, a Mercedes-Benz car will take me, a bicycle also will take me. Question is the GDP growing at a fast rate or is it growing at a slow rate? In the UPA, first 5 years, average growth rate was 8.5%. In the entire 10 years, it was 7.5%. In 10 years of Mr. Narendra Modi, it's 5.5%. Now you draw your own conclusions, whether you like 8.5 or 7.5 or 5.5.
Sir, considering the fact of Indian economy at this point of time, the kind of the manifestos and the kind of promises both the parties, BJP or the Congress are making, do you think the social service sector at this point of time need to be given much more priority? Because when you were
Which sector?
social sector, when you were the finance minister, you concentrated more on the education, health and the poor classes. Those need to be given more priority.
Yes, I agree. It should be given more priority. And I think the Congress Party's manifesto gives adequate priority to education and healthcare. I have not read every page of it, but I think it does. And once the government is formed, they can improve upon it also. This is not the final word. If you are in government, you can always improve upon it first year and second year and third year.
So many regional parties are trying to come together to fight against the NDA. Do you think that will be a good idea to come together and have talk to come together to fight against?
No, I'm too small to comment on that. It's the leaders of the party who have to comment on that. I'm told that leaders meet among themselves and there are some talks going on. Let's see what happens. I'm not in a position to comment on